Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. A beautiful day to die. What'd you say, Melanie?
It's a beautiful day today.
No, I said a beautiful day to die. It's a beautiful day to die. Yes. If you gotta go on a day that you could choose, today would be the day. And that's the day we choose, right, Melanie? I don't like it, and I'm preparing myself for processing the birds today. It is beautiful, very beautiful. Melanie and I went to another routine doctor checkup today and got another schedule after today. Now we're on a 2-week schedule for the last 2 months going in. So we've been gone most of the day on the road. It takes longer to get there and back than anything else. The chickens are eating more than they're returning at this time, the big birds. And they're drinking 3 gallons of water a day. And it's too much work for them now. So we're going to process the 6 big birds today. 3 of them laying down. That's the biggest of the birds. And then there's one that was born the same time. This white bird right here in the foreground. That's our gentle, friendly bird. And the gold bird in the background. There's 3 meat birds laying down. And then the normal birds you can see in comparison for size. So the meat birds are pretty large, and like I said, they're eating too much now and drinking too much. They're more work than anything now. So we're going to process the 6 meat birds today, and yeah, I'm preparing myself for it. We've got a workstation set up, and we're gonna put them to sleep quickly. Now, no one bird is going to see what happens to the other, so we'll be careful. I am not going to show you the process at this time. YouTube is getting more strict with advertising and guidelines and stuff, and I just don't want to risk it on my channel right now. So, we'll show you the before and after, and as Melanie cooks delicious meals moving forward. Right, Melanie? Alright guys, that's pretty much it. We're going to get the dirty deed done, and I don't look forward to this. I don't like it, but we do eat meat in this family, and it's got to be done. Hey guys, well, there's the meat. I want to show you a breast on one of these birds. I'm going to help Melanie in a few minutes when I get outdoors cleaned up. We're going to have to process the meat off the carcass, and then we'll have less to worry about. Look at the size of that. That's just crazy. Oh, look at that. Melanie, that's like one of the biggest we've ever seen, right? I mean,
I think there's a bigger one on this.
I mean, but compared to the grocery store,
Yeah.
that's pretty big. Look at how these birds developed. Is there one that's not? It's hard to show. The way, Melanie's way of, there's my way. Okay, Melanie's way is to rip the carcass in half, and my way is a little bit different. I kept the carcass whole. I don't think either way matters, but she was pretty quick. Of course, she has a lot of experience. Well, they're slippery. I'm trying to, without making a mess in the kitchen, show you. Look at that. Just look at this right here. That's insane. It's just crazy how they develop. These birds are just made to put on a breast. Look at this one. Wow. We don't have a way of weighing them right now. For next time in the future, we'll do that. But right now, we didn't really have a way. Anyway, I'm going to help Melanie get going. I'm going to bury the carcasses and help Melanie on the cleanup of the meat. Melanie? What do we got here? We got chicken carcasses.
Yeah.
So here we're going to scrape the meat off for chicken sandwiches. This is the backbones and all that. And over here, Melanie's got, what do you got in here, Melanie?
Adobo.
Adobo. Oh yeah. All right. And then she says to check the freezer. Oh yeah. It's all chicken. All this is chicken. Wow. Looking good, Melanie. Is that all of it? You got it all in here?
Yeah.
We don't have any room for anything else, but we got a lot of chicken. Melanie's laughing about the comments, chicken, chicken, chicken. Okay, we've got turkey hot dogs, a lot, because they were 50 cents a package, all right? We've got, somewhere in here, we've got hamburger that we just bought. We've got, how many pounds? All this right here, right? How many pounds did we buy today? Hamburger. So we got beef, we've got turkey, we got chicken, and we got fish galore. There's fish somewhere in there, too. So we're doing all right. Hey, guys. I've been working in the chicken coop. I separated the Orpingtons, buff Orpingtons, from the meat birds because they were getting a little bit crowded. I mean, not yet. They had plenty of room, but they're going to get crowded. But the biggest issue was I needed more space for more food and water because all the chickens are using way too much food and water, which is keeping me busy too much. It's too much work, and that's insane. So I got a 3-quart waterer for the meat birds, which use more water, and then I'm going to have 2 feeders in with the meat birds. All right, right now I just threw in 1, but I've got a second one. And then they still have room to move around with the 2 feeders and the water. And then I want to look at little girl here. She's pecking at my feet. I want to set up a container on the outside that puts food in to a dish on the inside automatically, so I can just keep filling it up. Now here I've got a what is that, about a 3 gallon food bin, which is great. And now I've got a 3 gallon water dish, so I just have to fill that once a day. Well, the meat birds, the big birds that we butchered today, we're drinking the majority of the water and eating the majority of the food. We were going through 1.5 gallons of food a day, so 6 quarts, and 3 gallons of water in a day, and it was just way too much work with those birds. These guys are not yet at that point where they're eating that much. And then the little buff Orpingtons, I still got to work on this a little bit because they're all struggling to get up around the lights, and I want to hang the lights up, suspend them up against the wall a little so that the birds can't get up inside the lights or poop on them and make a mess on the lights. And then I've got a 1.5 quart feeder over here. It's a 1.5 quart capacity of food. And then I've got 2 quarts of water on a raised platform. And you can see they have a lot of space now in here for the little birds. Oh, get your butt up in there. Get your butt. There you go. And then the meat birds, which are only going to be up in here for another week or 2 before they're able to join the other birds down here. So now I have more capacity for babies and more room for them and less work involved. Oh, little bird was after a fly. Oh, there's the quads going by. It's unusual in a weekday. So, and then I put some stuff up here. I put some empty containers up here to keep the big birds from resting on there and pooping all over the babies and all over their food. So, that's it for now. I still have to work on the lighting situation over there for those birds so they can have more stable situation. And then I'm going to keep an eye on these ones here and see if they need the heat. So I'll figure that out later. I hope there's enough light in here for you all to see what I'm doing. I can't really open the door without risk of losing some birds. And then we'll see. I'm taking breaks now because it's 7 o'clock at night. We worked a little bit long on the chickens processing the birds, but then again we did break them right down and put them into the freezer. So from grazing to freezer, they took a while. And then I worked on cleaning all the utensils and equipment and everything outside. Washed everything down, disposed of the remains, and Melanie's still cooking down the meat scraps. Nothing's getting wasted. Nothing. Alright guys, I'm going to go take a little break. Got a package came in the mail. It actually came to my mom and dad's place, and so I'm trying to hide everybody's address, although most of people know their address now anyway. This has been there for a week or so, 2 weeks, and I'm sorry that I didn't get it before, but here it is. I knew it was there, so thank you in advance for, I have an idea what's in it, but I have no idea what it's going to look like. Oh well, somebody collects their shopping bags like we do. Here is some cables. There's a box for the baby cat. Oh, wow, this is bigger than I had thought. He said it's a transistor tester. I think it's a heath kit. It's not at all what I had imagined. It is a heath kit. Oh, I love heath kit. Made in Michigan. So this is a FET transistor tester, in circuit and out of circuit. I'm going to have to look up the instructions on this. Interesting. By the way, you might see something walking around on the side, in addition to the family. So I don't know if you notice it or not, but we'll make proper introductions later. Interesting. Wow, so 100 microamps, 1 milliamp. There's a range up to 1 amp. On-off battery test. Transistor, FET, P channel, N channel. There's a, I don't even know what all this stuff is. Beta, beta cal, beta, 1 CBO, 1 CES. Gate 1, gate 2. Oh, this is for all different kinds of stuff. Alright, well, there's a really fine Heathkit transistor tester. And then there, oh, I see. It's got, there's sockets and then there's plugs. Everything's right there. Well, thank you very much. This is from Dr. Bill on YouTube, by the way. Comments pretty heavily on my channel. Thank you very, very much. I am going to look up the instructions on this and start playing around out in the electronics lab the next day or so. Exciting. We're having chicken adobo with our own chicken today. Going to be interesting. We'll see how it turned out. After all this love and care and time, we'll see how it, and then this is fresh. It doesn't get fresher than that, right, Melanie?
It's not been in the refrigerator yet.
Yep.